After Henry's rebuild at Crewe, he quickly became the most popular engine on Sir Topham Hatt's railway. The passengers adored Henry, and they seemed happiest when the big green engine was taking them out. Even the foolish freight cars respected Henry, and they rarely gave him trouble anymore. All this newfound adoration made Henry rather puffed up in the smokebox, and he soon started bragging about how great of an engine he was. The other engines paid no mind at first, but soon Henry got so tiring that even Gordon became fed up. One night, Henry was boasting like usual. "You know," he announced grandly, "I really am one of the finest engines in the world. The passengers now say I give Gordon a run for his money with the express, and the cars give me no trouble. That new firebox did wonders for me. I suppose it isn't any wonder why I perform so well." At last, Gordon lost patience. "You listen here, Henry," he said firmly. "You might be able to pull the express now, but you'll never be faster than me. I once went 100 miles per hour, the fastest the steam engine's ever gone." "Pah!" scoffed Henry. "If I put my mind to it, I could surely go faster than you." "I don't know about that, Henry," Edward replied. "Going 100 miles per hour isn't as easy as you think." "Yes, indeed," laughed James. "If it were that easy, nobody would care." Henry went silent for the rest of the night, but the thought of beating Gordon's record still lingered in his mind. Next morning, Henry had taken a freight train to Marin Station. As the man unloaded his train, he thought about how he could beat Gordon's record. "For one thing," he thought, "I need to cover a good amount of distance. That way, even if I start slow, I can at least reach top speed before I have to come to a stop." "Come on, Henry," called his driver at last. "It's time to go. What say we head back to Tidmouth for a rest?" "Oh, yes, sir," chuckled Henry. But he wasn't chuckling at the idea of getting a rest. In Henry's eyes, the journey from Marin to Tidmouth would give him plenty of time to beat Gordon's record. Soon Henry reached the top of Gordon's Hill. "Now is my chance! Full steam ahead!" And Henry went faster and faster down the hill, with no intention of slowing down. He was going so fast that his crew quickly lost control of the regulator. "Slow down, Henry!" they called. "What on earth are you doing?" But Henry didn't care. "Gordon did it, so can I! Gordon did it, so can I!" he shouted. And he whistled long and loud as he approached the next station, where Edward and James were working. "What is that pompous green whale thing he's doing?" cried James. "What else?" sighed Edward. "Breaking Gordon's speed record is all Henry seems to care about now. He's headed straight for trouble if he continues like this." And Edward was right. Henry soon reached his top speed, but he was so focused on trying to get faster that he didn't think to look where he was going. The signalman at Knapford had set the points to the harbor quayside before returning to his cocoa, and because he hadn't expected Henry to come through so early, he didn't see Henry roar past the signal box. By the time Henry realized, it was too late. "Henry, slow down!" shouted the crew suddenly. Henry tried to stop, but he couldn't. The driver and fireman jumped clear as Henry flew off the quay and plunged into the ocean. Thomas and Gordon were at Knapford and had seen everything. "Ha!" laughed Thomas. "What a foolish engine! Serves him right for being so stuck up. Eh, Gordon?" "Thomas, now's not the time," huffed Gordon. "We must rescue Henry quickly. The seawater could severely damage him otherwise." After a lot of hard work, Henry was pulled out of the water and put back on the rails. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting for him when he finally got out. "You don't know how lucky you are, Henry," said Sir Topham Hatt sternly. "What were you thinking going that fast?" "I was trying to beat Gordon's speed record, sir," whimpered Henry. "Well, I must say, Henry," scolded Sir Topham Hatt, "I've never heard of something so foolish. Gordon, please take Henry to the works. James shall pull the express until you get back." "Yes, sir," puffed Gordon happily. Soon Gordon buffered up to Henry, who was feeling quite miserable indeed. "Never mind, Henry," chuckled Gordon. "We all live and learn. Besides, who's to say you won't beat my record next time, eh?" But Henry has learned his lesson. He won't be trying to break any speed records ever again.